welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 129, Diamondbacks versus Reds, Game 1. Lineup of today is pretty much of this is the same, pretty much from Game 3 against the Red Sox, so nothing really didn't change and stuff overall and stuff. That's actually a really good sign in a way, but people keeping in the top of the ninth, Jorge Barroza playing right field, James McCain at first base, Tim Tawa at third base, and Jose Fernandez at shortstop. Those are the of it in stuff. Like Tim Tawa basically went to like first to third and stuff, and then Jose went to third to shortstop. So that was like the difference of that and stuff. So yeah, pretty much of that. Looking at the numbers, my goodness, what a great game and stuff. The only person did not get a base hit is Vargas. That's pretty much it. He went 0 for 4 and stuff. Everybody else got a base hit and stuff. Carroll went 2 for 4. Marino 2 for 5. Perdomo 3 for 5 and stuff. Tim Tawa 2 for 4. Jordan 3 for 5. Like that's insane. The rest pretty much got like 1 and stuff. Like still pretty good. You know, this offense is lit up every single time and stuff. Like these guys can know how they can hit and stuff, and they showed it in this game very, very well against the Reds and stuff. So not really too much of it, you know. It's pretty much positive all the way and stuff. Pitching wise enough, starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits. Sorry. Yes, I'm like crossing my mind of it. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing a little bit because I'm on a little time set and all that stuff. I meant to say 6 innings. Yeah, he pitched 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 4 strikes, 2 walks, and no runs. So 0 run Rodriguez. That is looking pretty good overall. Like, we know he has the stuff, but fortunately enough, it's good to see of enough of, you know, giving no runs from the starters and stuff. So pretty solid for Rodriguez and stuff. The starting pitcher for the Reds, Nick Lawlar. He went 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, struck out 2, walked 2, and gave up 6 runs. So, not the best of enough for him and stuff. Just showing enough of the offense for the Diamondbacks are very solid and pretty good and stuff. Just it's tough enough to be one of the starting pitchers and not just performing the way you wanted and stuff. So he kind of got a little lit up from the Diamondbacks and stuff. You know, he did his best, but it was not the best showing of his progress and stuff. So, you know, happens. And then the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Dennis Santana, Justin Martinez, and Taylor Clark, and none of them gave him no runs. So, pretty solid enough of, you know, the Reds did not score against the Diamondbacks. So, that is a really, really good sign for the Diamondbacks overall and stuff. Going to scoring overall and stuff. Again, enough of already said it, enough of the Reds did not score at all and stuff. So the Reds are pretty much of the Diamondbacks, but I pretty much down a little bit down and stuff. Just talk about the important ones, and so take out the boring stuff. So Jordan Lawlar with a 2 home run to make it 3-0, bottom of the second. This is his second career home run he ever done for the Diamondbacks in his career as well. It's good to see him back, be fresh, and getting some hits, and especially a home run. So it's pretty good, pretty cool to see that. Ryan Walsman with the RBI double to make it 5-0, bottom of the third. Jordan Lawlar with the RBI single to make it 7-0, bottom of the seventh. And then Tim Tawa with RBI double to make it 9-0, bottom of the ninth. And it's crazy enough of like the Diamondbacks keep scoring like each inning and stuff. It was kind of crazy. So yes, the Diamondbacks did win 9-0. against the Reds. Their record is 68-61, looking pretty good. Obviously now if the Padres are just one game still up, and the Phillies are a little bit up as well. But we're still in the race. We're out of the wild card, but we would like to chase against the Padres and the Phillies and stuff if we can be into it and stuff. So that's pretty much of that. Progress of enough, just keep going. We just gotta just keep winning games and stuff. This is the great opportunity to win games. Hopefully, enough of the Padres and the Phillies lose their games and stuff because they keep winning overall and stuff, and that's tough for us. But we cannot give opportunity to lose games. So these are the best we can enough. I get it about the Reds are not very well. Overall good team overall. Like they have good players, but fortunately enough, they can't win games overall, and they are like last place in their divisions and stuff. So it makes sense enough. It depends enough of who's playing in the game and stuff, and somehow enough of the Diamondbacks just went out there and pretty much damaged them and stuff. So just gotta just keep looking at the offense and stuff. Gotta keep going and stuff, and love enough of the pitching. Didn't give up no runs, so hopefully enough they can keep the progress against the Reds in this series. So that's pretty much it for in progress and stuff. The MVP for this game is going to be Jordan Lawlar. This is his 5th MVP, so it's looking good enough of we get enough more out of him and stuff. So I like to see that and stuff. He did more damage than everybody else, and I get about he went 3 for 5, but scoring enough of with 3 RBIs and stuff. That's honestly pretty good enough of than everybody else is pitching. So that's pretty much of that and stuff. I'm done with my notes overall and stuff. Obviously I'm in California, just letting you guys enough before going to Dodger Stadium, and stuff. I do show this. It is Dodger overall and stuff. I totally understand it, but I did buy this. It's Brooklyn Dodgers and stuff. Got a, Jackie Robinson, stuff here and stuff. It's actually really cool. It's showing like, I don't know, you can see it. That's Jackie Robinson right there and stuff. And it says 42 on the hat and stuff. So I thought that was a really cool. That's what I was looking for, because I told you about my 50 year of my dad having his 70th birthday and all those typical things and stuff, because I want to wear Brooklyn and stuff and dress up as like Duke Snyder, because he had a home run against the same year and the same day as where my dad was born in 1956 on October 5th. So and I think that was pretty cool, and I think it was in the World Series in 1956 against the Yankees. So that's another thing and stuff. I was not planning on wearing purple, by the way, and stuff. That was just like perfect timing and stuff. I did not know the Diamondbacks were going to play City Connect jerseys and stuff. So fortunately enough, wearing my I Heart Dodgeball shirt and stuff, kind of just perfect timing overall and stuff. Didn't really plan it very well and stuff, but it kind of worked in a way and stuff. So yeah, I'm in California. I'm leaving, going back to Arizona today and stuff. It was just a one-time thing. The Dodgers did win against over the Pirates. It was they went extra inning. They walked it off with Tommy Edman with a base hit, with a walk-off win and stuff. So it was overall exciting. The whole team won and stuff. That's what you want when you're not facing your home team and stuff. So that's pretty much of that. I mean, because we don't want that, because it'd be a little tough enough to watch the Diamondbacks lose against the Dodgers at not their home stadium and stuff. But it's what it is and stuff. And it's all bright and loud, It was my twin, hitting and stuff. I had the same swing as him and stuff. And honestly enough, he's a pretty good pitcher overall. And I mean, not pitcher, player overall, just baseball player. So that's pretty much of that. Sorry, this didn't really take so long and stuff. I know I'm kind of rushing a little bit because we're in a time schedule and stuff just to get the heck out of California. That's what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. Have a great day and thank you for watching.